Hello guys, so today is the turn of geography and I'm back with another 5 set of MCQs. So let us start with today's MCQ. Hope you guys are really preparing very well and your preparation is up to the mark, and hope you guys make it to the list this time. Now let us get started. The first MCQ: consider the following factors influencing the distribution of population and their regions. Right? The first says flat plains and gentle slopes, Ganga region, and urbanization is the region for a Mediterranean region. Pleasant climate in the Kobe Osaka region. Then mineral deposits, Katanga, Zambia. So basically here they are saying that the region is given. So that is more populated. More population distribution is there because of which of the what are the reasons? If the reasons given are correct or not. Right. So we have to here find the incorrectly matched pairs. Okay, so you have to be very careful. Incorrectly matched pairs we have to find here. So options are 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3, and all of the above. Okay, so you guys must have come to the answer. Must have known the answer now. So actually the Kobe Osaka region, right? Yeah, so the Kobe Osaka region is thickly populated because of the presence of industries and not pleasant climate. And the Ganga plains are the most densely populated areas because of the terrain. It is it is not hilly, it is plains, so it is very easy to do agriculture and so many other things like industrialization also. So that's why it is highly populated. Then there is Mediterranean region. It is because of its pleasant climate that people from early periods in history they came and started inhabiting there. Then areas with mineral deposits because it attracts the industries. So that is Katanga Zambia region. It is a copper belt in Africa, right? So that is also highly populated, densely populated areas. Now let's move ahead. So MCQ 2: consider the following statements regarding slave trade in the context of history of international trade. Right? So the 15th century onwards, it marked the beginning of slave trade. Dutch and Spaniards were never involved in slave trade, unlike British and Portuguese. Then the slave trade was abolished in 1807 in Great Britain and 1808 in United States. So which of the options are correct? Right? 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 2 and 3, and none of the above. Now it's time to see the answer now. So answer is C. 15th century onwards, a new form of trade emerged, which is called slave trade. Portuguese, Dutch, Spaniards, British. So basically European, colonizers. They captured African natives, forcefully transported them to the newly discovered Americas for their labors in plantations. And slave trade was abolished in Denmark in 1792, then Great Britain in 1807, and United States in 1808, 1 year later. Third MCQ. So crude death rate, it is calculated as, right? The expression is given. So you guys have to find out which expression is correct. So CDR, that is crude death rate, equal to D by P into 100 into 1000, sorry. So as you know, CDR is crude death rate, D number of deaths, P estimated mid-year population of that year, right? Next is CDR is equals to P upon D into 1000. So CDR is crude death rate, D number of deaths, P estimated mid-year population of that year. Then again the expression CDR P upon D into 100. CDR is crude death rate, D number of deaths, P estimated mid-year population of that year, right? Then CDR is equals to P by D into 100. CDR crude death rate, D number of deaths, P percentage increase in the population of that year. Now let us see the answer. So bit confusing, so you have to exactly know what is the expression and what is every every letter denotes. So CTR is calculated as CTR is equals to D by P into 1000. So CDR, crude death rate, number of D is number of deaths, P estimated mid-year population of that year into 1000, right? So CDR is simple method of measuring mortality of any area. It is expressed in the term of number of deaths in a particular year per 1000 of population in a particular region. Now the fourth MCQ. Which of the following options below describe the stages of demographic transition theory correctly? So you have to here find out the correct sequence of demographic transition theory. As you know, there are stages and various stages are given here. You have to find out which one is correct. So A, high fertility, high mortality, then considerable decline in both fertility mortality, then the last stage reduced mortality rate and high fertility. B, low mortality rate and low fertility, high fertility, then followed by high fertility, high mortality. Last stage, remarkably declining fertility and mortality. Option C, the first stage says high fertility, high mortality. Second stage, reduced mortality, high fertility. Third stage, reduced mortality, reduced fertility. Option D, first stage, high fertility, high mortality. Second stage, reduced mortality, reduced fertility. Last stage, considerable decline in both. Now, let us see the answer. A bit confusing, but you have to read very carefully, right? So now, answer is D. The first stage has high fertility, high mortality, because people reproduce more to compensate for the death, right, due to epidemics and variable food supply. Then there is fertility in the second stage. Fertility remains high, but it declines with time, and this is also accompanied by reduced mortality rate. And in the last stage, there is both fertility and mortality decline considerably, and the population either stable or it grows slowly. Now the final MCQ. Which of the following is an area of sparse population, right? So here it is asking which of these areas is not really densely populated. Okay, so now options are North America, B, equatorial region, C, South America, or Middle East. Then the option D, Middle East. Now let's start. Let's see the answer now. It's an easy one. So it has to be B, because it equatorial region, very harsh climate, right? Even polars are very harsh climate, but that's not in the among the options. Polar areas, very harsh climate, that's why sparsely populated. So the pushback factor, so all this is we can categorize by looking at the push and pull factors. So push factors, it makes the place of a region seems less attractive for living, right? It can be the reason can be unemployment, poor living conditions, political turmoil, and unpleasant climate. Okay, like equatorial region, polar regions, natural disasters, epidemic, social economic backwardness, right? The migration from rural to urban, you can explain through this. Then pull factors, of course, where the destination seems more attractive, right? People leave for cities for better job opportunities, living conditions. Peace, stability, right? People move to the first world countries because of such reasons. Okay, so now with this we have completed our today's plums. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like and share and keep studying. Thank you.